Yo guys, what's going on? Christopher Lopez here with BeastBrotherhood.com, and in this video we're going to be covering how you can build muscle and lose fat. Now, this is a possible thing to do. You hear a lot of guys talk about their training for one or the other. It's probably more wise to do that because it's a little bit more simple. If you're training for one goal in particular, if you're training to build muscle or lose fat, you can kind of dial your calories in a little bit better. You can dial your training in a little bit better. And figure out when to kind of piece that conditioning in, and it's a little bit, it simplifies things a little bit when you're training for one or the other. Now you can do both. It's very possible to do both. It's easier for somebody who hasn't been working out for a while or somebody who has never worked out to do both. They start doing some strength training and some resistance training, and then they kind of get the diet dialed in as well. They're going to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. So if you haven't trained in a long while, if you took a big layoff, or if you've never trained before, then there's a good shot that you're going to be able to do both just by getting in the gym, getting back to the gym. If you have been training for a while, it's a little bit tougher. Okay, you have to strategize a little bit better with how you train, how you eat, and what you eat, and whether or not you're going to do your conditioning or cardio. It's a little bit tougher if you've been training for a little while, but needless to say, it can be done. You kind of have to dial that stuff in a little bit more. So we're just going to go over a couple examples on what you can do to actually kind of jumpstart that if you have been training for a little while. The first thing I would do is make sure your diet is squared away. Okay, if you're looking to burn muscle, burn muscle. Nobody's looking to do that. If you're looking to build muscle and burn fat and lose fat, you got to make sure you're getting high quality protein in your diet, okay? Whether it's from animal sources or eggs or high quality shakes or some sort of protein from somewhere, okay? The next thing you want to focus on is carbs. Now, to burn fat, you hear keeping the carbs low. That's the general rule of thumb. To build muscle, in my experience, carbs are a great tool and a great way to build muscle a little faster. So yes, you can build muscle without them, but if you figure out how your body tolerates carbs, you can figure out how to kind of loop them into your diet. Now for me, personally, I'm highly sensitive to carbs because I used to be really overweight. So I have to kind of strategically place them in my diet. So for me, every couple days or every 4 days or so, every 3 or 4 days, I'll do a carb up day if I'm looking to build muscle. Maybe every other day. But there are definitely days where carbs are higher than others. For me, you have to figure out what works best for you. And then the last thing I would focus on is your conditioning. Now, some guys can get lean just from strength training and from cleaning up their diet and really dialing in their nutrition. For me to get really lean, because I was bigger, because I have fat stores that won't go away, I have to do conditioning. So what I will do for my conditioning is I will do 20 minutes or so a day, between 4 to 6 days a week of high intensity interval training. You just usually jump rope and kettlebell circuits, and that's pretty much it. When I get lean, that's how I do it. I train heavy with my weights because you have to figure that you have to keep training heavy. That's what got you the muscle mass in the first place, and that's what's going to build the muscle mass if you don't have any. So continue to train heavy, keep your form pretty solid, pretty good. Figure out what diet and nutrition program you're going to follow, and how you can kind of implement carbs in your diet, if you're going to cycle them or keep them low or whatever, and then figure out whether or not you're going to include conditioning or cardio into your diet. And those are the 3 factors, okay? And you have to remember too, the whole building muscle fat loss thing, it's a constant reassessment. So you maybe try it for a few weeks, try something for a few weeks, and then maybe tweak it a little bit. You can't set out and say, okay, I'm going to do this 16-week program, and this is how I'm going to follow it from week 1. Week 4, week 5, your body can start to adapt a little bit to your training, or it can adapt a little bit to what you're eating. So you have to make little small changes. Maybe you have to add 3 to 5 minutes onto your conditioning, or maybe you have to add a little bit more carbs or subtract a little bit more carbs. So you have to be very mindful. The more you monitor, the easier it's going to be for you. All right. Hopefully, guys, this video helped. You can build muscle and burn fat at the same time. It's a little tougher if you've been training for a while. And like I said, if you haven't been training, for a while, or if you've never trained before, it's a little easier to do right off the bat because you're new to everything. It's a new stimulus for your body, so it's a little easier to get that done in that case. But if this video is helpful for you, definitely click the tab on the right side of the screen. I have a free gift for you guys. I want to thank you for making it this long in my video, and hopefully it helped you. If it helped you, make sure you like, comment, and share this video, and click on the tab on the right side of the screen for your free gift, and I will talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. Later, guys.